Go ahead, Sheila.
It's social and artistic behind you.
What does that mean, though?
The RIASEC. The RIASEC.
So we're gonna use the Socratic method.
I need some help understanding what the RIASEC is. So who thinks they could give me a little bit of some background on the RIASEC?
Ryan, go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry. Go ahead, Ryan.
Coleman. Mr. Coleman's in charge.
Well, no. Just he was being so respectful of his community, just waiting.
Exactly.
You know.
The RIASEC is all about the realistic, investigative, artistic, social, enterprise, and conventional. And they're all about like helping us learn about all the different things that they do and like enterprising all of them.
So is everybody the same?
No, they're different.
Everybody has the same interests?
No.
Who can add to what Ryan said properly? How being respectful of the community. Yasmin?
Mr. Coleman, choose.
We all have different ones. We explore all of them, but we're not at all of them yet. And then there's R for realistic, I for investigative, A for artistic, S for social, and E for enterprising, and T for conventional.
And what does that mean? Who can add to that?
Right.
Joseph. Who spoke last?
What?
Who spoke last?
Yeah, and I like what you said, but I'd like to add the realistic theme. We learn about different jobs and careers, and the R we did for the foresters, and the I we did for zoologists, and that's all.
Okay. And
I'm starting to understand.
and then let's talk about this for a second.
You have in the S.
This is something we just kind of started the other day. We've been kind of having a good discussion around a company, and we called it RIASEC in the workplace. We did a little Google. We'll show you what they're working on in a minute. But we chose the company Taylor Guitars, and the students came up with all these ideas. There's realistic at Taylor Guitars. The realistic people probably do what? The investigative people could problem solve issues. What's an issue that might come up in a guitar shop? Building a guitar. Catalina, what do you think?
Maybe the strings are too far from the
Okay, strings being off, not sounding right. What are other issues that come up in a guitar shop that you might have to problem solve?
Like when the strings are just connected to each other that you can't.
Okay, so an issue with the guitar itself. Anything else, Marcos?
Like when the thing, what is it called? The head part right there?
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
that part is like up more.
Okay, maybe in the design, maybe the person who was building it had a little did something wrong or said something not quite right, doesn't sound right. Good. Let's move down here. You guys told me that the artistic people could maybe design the brochures. What do you mean by that? Let's talk about that for a sec. How come? What might an artistic person do at Taylor Guitars?
The artistic
What could they do?
person, they like paint the guitar and make it look fancy.
Okay, they could make the designs look really appealing to the eye. What else? Caleb? Okay, sure. We talked about, remember we talked about what a brochure is? It's like the magazine that features all the different guitars and what they look like. Got it. What else might somebody who's artistic do to the hard place?
Someone who messed up, they could ask somebody.
Okay, yeah, they can do that. Very good.
These are strings.
Yeah, cool. Let's move down to social. That's kind of an interesting one. I think of a guitar shop as being something where people are all kind of working on their own. But what about that? Who hasn't shared that? Rosalinda? What might a social person do at Taylor Guitars?
Well, they talk it out because so they can figure out how the guitar will look like or talk it out to make a new guitar.
Okay. Discuss ideas with people about how to make things better. Very good. Let's move on to enterprising. What might an enterprising person do at Taylor Guitars? Keep thinking. I know you guys all know. What could it be?
I got it.
Someone who's enterprising, what do they do?
Okay, they when they perform, they're gonna use a microphone and tell them that
Keep going.
welcome to the show.
So selling a product, right? Selling, this is our show, making it look really good. Very good. What else?
That's for enterprising. at the events, there's like stands for like people who really want to buy the guitars, and there's be like, oh yeah, here's like electric guitars, and then right next to it there's gonna be different guitars, like ones that are not hollow.
And what would the enterprising person be good at?
Selling, like trying to convince them to come to buy the product so they can get money. But what they gotta think about it is like the boss, if he's gonna be going into that enterprising thing, he's gonna if he gets like a lot of money, he's gonna have to share with his whole place, and he's gonna have to do a lot of.
So yeah, everybody does their part. We've been talking about that.
Investigative to think how much math he has to do for the money.
Good. And then this was the featured quote yesterday. I loved it. Hackam said it. He said, remember the live Nefris chat, Bob Taylor was talking about the workers, and we saw how well they organized all the guitar bags and the labels. Hackam, you remember that from the Nefris chat?
I remember something
And the person who did this, how might you describe them? Go ahead, just say it.
Conventional.
Yeah. So the idea is that at any company, and I just chose Taylor Guitars, I like guitars, it's kind of fun to think about, but all companies are like this. Teamwork, every employee has strengths, all strengths are appreciated. We talked about how when you're working in your groups, I'm not just teaching about the company Taylor Guitars, am I? No. Is my goal to teach you about Taylor Guitars?
No.
What's my goal to teach you about? Want to talk?
Math.
Okay, that too, yeah.
Friendship.
Okay, maybe.
Oh.
Ron?
Teamwork.
Teamwork. Yeah. Teach that teamwork.
Mr. Coleman, I'm starting to get a good full picture of this, and what I'm thinking is, if I had a company, it would probably be really important for me to have people that had interests in each of those areas to make a good team. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
What if I only had realistic people that were interested in things that were realistic, and those are the only people I had on my team? Do you think we'd be able to do our work very well? Who would create the brochures? Who would design and create the artistic part if we didn't have somebody that had an artistic interest? Who would organize things if we didn't have any organizers? I'm not an organizer. It's all coming back to me now, Mr. Coleman, that I think that I actually did an assessment, and my themes came out as I, R, and S. So I wonder what kind of job would be investigative, realistic, and social. I kind of feel like I'm in the right job right now, right?
Yeah.
I have a lot of social part of my job. I have a lot of realistic where I have to do things and get down and actually do the work. But I also have to kind of solve and investigate and find solutions to problems. So it all kind of makes sense to me now. Thank you for explaining that and helping me remember what the RIASEC really helps us understand about ourselves. I hope you guys all know a little bit more about yourselves when you think about your RIASEC themes. It helps you understand a little bit more about what your interests are.
So let me ask you, boys and girls, something. Thank you, Mr. Hanley. Let me ask you something. We've been working on this. This is an example of, this one's Catalina's. So she is created a page for each of the RIASEC themes, and then she has details about what someone at that company might do. Here's the assignment here. Let me show you. And their job was to browse this website and look for evidence of workers that show these different themes. You guys are doing a really good job with that. We started off together and brainstormed some ideas. All your ideas, too, which was really awesome. But I want you, who would like to work on this now? Okay, yeah, I figured. Okay, so I tell you what. I was going to have you do, so I know you want to work on this. This is Catalina's. Now, one thing I did like about hers was we're also in writing, working on making a claim and then having evidence and having those being separate sentences. So I didn't tell Catalina to do this, but she's naturally started to use that skill. She said an employee at Taylor Guitars that is realistic might build the guitars, period. New sentence, her example, her evidence, right? For example, they use pieces of wood and strings to make guitars. So I'm really happy to see that she's using our skills we learned in writing and she's applying it to this. Okay? So when you put your your sentences here that describe what someone might do for each of the themes. Make sure you can always ask Catalina, if you need some help on that, but I'm sure you all will do it that way. So I put this up here. Since these were ideas we came up, you could use these, or you could come up, maybe there's other things you can think of that people might do at that company. So I tell you what, because you're excited about working on this, I will say for the rest of this period until yell time, which is about another 20 minutes, you may work on this, okay? If you need to work on your buddy up Venn diagram, you can do that, either of those things. So the buddy up Venn diagram, let's get to work. Get down.
I like your realistic phone case.
Oh, you like my phone case with my decals?
Yeah.
Thank you. I'll have to get some for you.
RIASEC